guys, welcome back to another video. It is Infamous V here again, aka NV. And I have the same outfit on because I literally just finished filming my single video. If you guys want to see that video, I will link it in the cards above in the comment section so that you guys can check out my last video. This video is a different video. This is my debt story and how I accumulated over $40,000 of debt at the age of 24. I'm turning 24 in a few months, and I would like to talk about consumer debt and excessive spending and what to do when you have an addiction to shopping, because that is exactly what this video is about. This is basically like half of it is consumer debt. I would like to start from the beginning. When I was 18 years old, I got my first credit card. My first credit card was to a jeweler. This is not where this watch is from. This is actually an MK watch I got for myself 2 years ago. But yeah, so that's where my debt started, is with credit cards. So those are my first little debts. My first credit card I paid off in like 6 months. I had and I applied for 2 credit cards at the same time, basically. One was for a jeweler, the other one was for a retail store, and the grand total of those 2 cards was about $1,000. I paid it off within 6 months. So that was fine. And then I just kept on getting credit cards. Oh my gosh. The most credit cards I had at one time was 6 because I had a spending problem. And I'm not going to blame it on society. Oh, it's because I live in a minority city and I've never had the luxury of having all these really nice expensive I'm not gonna do all that pity poo stuff. I don't like that. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna be raw and honest and say I have a spending problem. I'm not gonna blame it on my family tree of my family having spending problems. We're going to have accountability. I feel like that's how you really work on your debt, is having accountability. So yes, I am totally accountable for every piece of debt that I have, that I still owe right now. I completely blame myself. So credit cards was my biggest debt. Of course, I went to a 4-year school, accumulated debt. So that was like the 30 grand. But the rest of it is literally consumer debt. So everything except for school. School is inevitable. If you want certain jobs, you have to go to school. Like, there's no getting around it. I was in school for social work, so that's why I owe so much money, because I am a social work major and I work in my field, so it's not a problem. Anyway, let's get back on track. So 18, I had like 2 credit cards. By the time I was 19, I had 4 or 5. I have 1 banking credit card, and everything else was literally just from stores. Store credit cards are the absolute worst. Pay those off as soon as you can, because their interest rate is like up here and you need it to be all the way down here. Anyway, so that's how I accumulated my debt, off of credit cards, basically. And anytime I would get stressed, anytime I felt overwhelmed, anytime I felt like I wanted something that I really wanted, I just put it on my credit. I had the cash, so that wasn't the problem. I just didn't want to use my cash. Even now, it's like, ugh. But I accumulated it all from credit cards, basically. I went from 6 credit cards about 2-3 years ago. Now, currently, I only have 3. I have 3 credit cards right now, so that's not bad compared to what I had. I had 6 or 7. So now, mistakes I made in 2019 that I brought into 2020 and that I plan on chipping away, because it's not going to all get done this year. Right now, the mistakes I made in 2019 was financing a car that was damn near how much I made last year in taxes. The car I got was a 2017 Toyota Corolla. Currently have my baby boy outside. That was the worst mistake. Oh God. I plan on surrendering the car because it's just too much money. So it's a 2017. The car is around $14,000 after the APR kicks in. The APR rate is like 10%, which is okay, but the car's killing me. It's not the car, it's the car insurance. My insurance is astronomical because of my accident. So in total, I pay around $700 a month for that car, and that's like paying rent. That's like the price of like a 1 bedroom or like a studio where I live. Like, this is ridiculous. So the car gotta go. I'm sorry. I don't care if it kills my credit, but it's better than getting it repossessed. So that was a mistake I made in 2019 that unfortunately carried over into 2020. Another mistake was getting a personal loan because I had a car, but the car's engine just blew up and I literally had no money. I had no money. Nothing. I was broke. So I had to take out a personal loan to get a new car. And then that car was shot. So that's why I financed. So I have a personal loan of $5,000 that I'm paying off. No, $8,000. I'm lying. It was like $8,000. I'm paying for school out of pocket right now. That's not the worst of my problems. The bill's like $200 a month, so that's not bad. Other debt that I carried into 2019 that was a big mistake, not paying off overdraft fees. Pay those things off because they come for you. They're coming for me right now. Getting a new phone company was a problem that I brought from 2019 into 2020. I got bamboozled into AT&T. Do not sign up for AT&T. It's the devil. I hate AT&T so much. I'd rather just go back to Verizon. So getting a new phone, they did not pay off my Verizon bill, so I'm forced to pay Verizon $700. So the debt is racking up already. Now my plans to get down these bills is to use my taxes that I'm getting to pay some bills off. Right now, I have a credit card that I plan on paying off. I have like $250 left on it, but I'm not going to use my money from my paycheck to pay it off. I'm going to use my taxes because I never know what's going to happen with my check. You know, my check be funky sometimes. So, but anyway, that's the debt that I accumulated over time. My best advice for people in their 20s is to not finance a car. If you can pay out of pocket, pay out of pocket. And this video also ties into why I started the cash envelope system, is because I felt like I was robbing myself every single month. I was looking at my paychecks like, damn, shouldn't I have more money than this? Why am I so broke at the end of the month? Why do I feel like I have like $20 in my account at the end of the month? So that's why I started to do the cash envelope method from Dave Ramsey. And honestly, Dave Ramsey has helped me a lot. His videos help a lot. And him yelling and ranting in his videos, I feel like I'm talking to my dad. Like, I feel like I'm getting yelled at by my dad or something about finances. But that is how I accumulated all of that debt, all of that consumer debt. And like I said, my tips I would give to people in their 20s is to not finance a car, don't take out a personal loan, pay everything in cash if you absolutely can. Make a budget, get a planner, get organized, and don't let the stress make you crazy and go to the store and spend thousands of dollars that you really don't have. And also look at your debt to income ratio. So my debt to income ratio is horrible. That's why I'm not getting approved for anything, because my credit isn't horrible, but because of my debt to income ratio, I can't get anything. I've been trying to refinance this car for a year. I've been getting denied, and that's why this car's going back. But I plan on getting a new car with my taxes. Not anytime soon. I'm going to wait a few months, maximize my savings, and save up the excess money I have for my taxes after paying some bills off. And that's about it for this video on my debt story and what I'm doing to solve it in 2020. If you guys like this type of content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that post notification button when you do subscribe so that you never miss a video from Infamous V. And y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you in the next video.